Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to TownCraft. This is another early access game available on Steam. And it is a crafting, building type, well actually, okay, let's say crafting city building type game. With quite a few differences. For one, it is described as a relaxing experience, and it is in fact that and more. You're not going to be confronted with harsh time constraints. You're not going to be confronted with being attacked by zombies, skeletons, werewolves, demons of any sort of nature. These sort of things are not going to happen. It's very casual in that aspect, but it's also very, very deep in so much as we are going to build an entire thriving city, stick by stick, stone by stone, worker by worker. And oddly enough, like so many other crafting games, the very first thing we do is we punch a tree. So I have punched that tree. I now have a stick. Now, we all know there's nothing mightier than a tiny character in a brown suit carrying a stick. Alright. Moving right along, we can, we go over here and click this. We'll find our initial crafting. This is sort of your hand crafting screen. And with our wood stick and our small stone, you'd probably never guess this, but we're going to build ourselves a little hatchet. We're going to give that a crank to have the hatchet. Now we have the hatchet. Now when we come up to trees, they will give up more than just simply, although to be honest with you, and there is a reason. Oh, how big is this patch? You don't want to just randomly sort of start. Yeah, okay, I'm going to deal with over here, I think. Yeah. You don't want to just randomly start doing things, because placing a town, which is what you're really heading for here, placing a town, you want to think ahead a little bit, just like you would if you were going to actually thinking about building your own town from scratch. And one thing to remember is these dark areas are sort of fertile soil, so it's nice if you're going to clear things to clear some of that, because that's better for crops. The green areas are fine if you want to plant trees and you want to plant orchards, but as far as crops go, you want to plant those here. Now you're going to notice people wander by, and the longer you play the game, the more people will wander up and down this main road, which another thing is a clue is always build your town near the main road. These people will do everything from trade with you to allow you to hire them with just about every task you can imagine, right down to being farmers, being fishermen. There's also traders, and a lot of people who will trade with you will also allow to be hired for tasks, etc. So anyway, moving along. One thing we need to do really soon on in, do we have now? We do. Lola. Need. There we go. You want to build yourself a bench. Click. So there we are. Now we have this bench. That handy. And I'm just going to place it somewhere. Oops, come out of this menu. And if we go back into our inventory now, let's grab him and let's place him right there. Beautiful. Alright, now let's get up to our bench. Now you'll see we have a 3 crafting table. So as well as just our little hand crafter, this guy, we now, like I said, we have one that'll take 3 spaces. So that's kind of cool. So when you decided that you are pretty much ready to get on with the whole town thing, you want to, there are some other things, oops, again, that you are going to want to build. You need to put a town square in place, amongst other things. But I need to grab some materials before we can really do anything. Oh, right. I forgot. When you build this bench, because anytime you have a project you put a tool with it, you lose that tool. So we kind of need to... no, I don't want a doorknob. Oh, yeah, I want that, thanks. There we go. You lose that. That's why I wasn't able to cut that tree down. So you can completely cut them down, and then if you want to, you can remove the stump. If you don't remove those, they'll just simply stay. There we go. Like they'll grow a new tree eventually. So now that we have this, we can build ourselves a wooden pole. I think we're just going to build one for the moment. There we go. And a wooden pole will allow us to start grabbing a few other materials very quickly. We'll also make some wooden planks just for the heck of it. 2 is fine. Alright, it's starting to get dark, but that's okay. We're not afraid of the dark, are we? Oh god, this is scary. So, oops, sorry about that. Now, oh, actually I do want that open. Could we have that open again, please? Thank you. We want to take our wooden pole and, oh, we don't have one. Darn. Come over here. No? How about over here? Have you picked up a little sharp rock out of here yet? Thank you. Now come back over here. One thing about this game, and it seems to really upset a lot of people, is your character's pretty kind of slow. Oops. I didn't even have to come back over here. So this time, instead of a stick, we're going to use a wooden pole. And we're going to use that. And that's going to give us a pickaxe. Nice. Now when we go for stone, we're actually getting stone. Now as well, if there are minerals in here, coal, gold, iron, etc., you will get those. Now I'm going to use this chunk for arable land, so I am going to destroy that little bit of stone that's left. Normally, of course, better to leave those and then eventually get a little bit of a build-up so you can use the resource again. But in this case, I don't think so. Now, when you're ready to drop down a town, first thing you need is this, a town stockpile. And this will basically establish your town. So we're going to build one somewhere real convenient to everything. I'm thinking right there. So click the ground first, click build, there's your stockpile. And you are now a shack. Yeah, I don't know what they were cheering about, frankly, I don't know. But I guess we should take some pride in the fact we are no longer a nothing, and are in fact a shack. And if you click on your stockpile, you'll see it is in fact a large blank sheet. And that blank sheet, you can do things like this, and decide how many. And I like this system of how many you can select to put in there. It also tells you what the value of it is, because you can sell anything to traders. But so there you go, and we're just going to cancel. I just wanted to show you the stockpile. I'm not really ready to put things away. Oh look, a person. Alright, oh, however, there's also a more, if you successfully click on the person, darn, believe it or not, okay, this one you can offer a job to, and if you offer a job, it'll bring this up, and it will show you all of the jobs that are available. Alright, I don't need to hire people at the moment, but if they have an exclamation mark over their head, imagine this, because I'm sure you've never seen this before, but yeah, if they have an exclamation mark over their head, they're quest givers. And this particular guy would like you to sell 25 crops. Sure, always accept quests, because you'll make money, and money is important. There's an odd concept. Alright, now, first thing we want to do though, oh, hey, check this out. there's kind of a bit of a bonus deal. Oh, where you going, man? Oh, really? You couldn't walk right up to that tree? And just so I can get to the second one. There we go. That, yeah, that's what I thought. The pathing is a little strange, but by the same token, it's not like it's, that's that just a shadow from that tree, or is, no, I guess it is too. Oh well. Like I said, I really do need resources at this point. I also want to try and get some crops or food together. I was hoping I would find enough apples over there, but not really. And what I really should be concentrating on, as far as picking resources goes, is getting everything off this patch of dirt. One thing that's nice too is if you click fairly quickly, he'll actually dig it fairly quickly. Like, you're not limited to an animation controlling how long it takes you to clear something. Right. You'd think, okay, that's the normal speed, but I can do this. Oops. Of course, there was no tree left by the time I did that. But see what I mean? Just chop right through it like it was nothing. And we're going to destroy that one as well, because we want this field cleared. I was really hoping we would come across... Oh, what do we got here? Well, did I actually click on them that time? I did. Nope, I'm not offering jobs right now. I thought you... Oh, okay, this one gave me coal. That's nice. You do want that. The other thing you want to do is do make sure whenever you do get a chance to trade with people that you do. Anything you're not immediately going to be using, pretty much. It's probably a good idea to trade away. And there is a lot of this resource gathering, but again, pretty much only early game, because as I said, you will eventually be hiring people to do these things for you. And that's kind of where this game really starts to separate itself from the crowd, if we will. I'm going to come right down to here. And I think it's time. I boosted this process along a little bit. I'm going to click that. Now anywhere that's green, I can plant these. There we go, and that's all of them that I had. Lovely. Now when those are ripe, excuse me, I can harvest the crops from them. Now, you will notice time to time, trees that have things, like this tree's got a little mark, it actually has eggs in it. You'll also notice trees that'll have beehives in them. If you harvest those trees before you start cutting them down, they'll actually give up whatever resource that was. If it's eggs, which are a source of food, you'll get the eggs before you cut down the tree. If it's bees, you'll get wax and honeycombs, both of which are usable resources. Now I find it actually pays sometimes if what you want to do is get rid of something permanently. Oops, see. There we are. Don't whack at it too fast, because you'll end up walking on top of it and then you can't right click it and destroy it. Now if you right click on something not with the option to destroy it, it'll actually bring up a little Craftopedia and tell you something about whatever it is you've chosen, right? Like this, it's a rock. A rock. You won't imagine how much this rock rocks. No, seriously. The only thing it doesn't do is roll. Okay. Some of those are incredibly humorous. Some of them are, well, average. Which, I mean, that's a matter of opinion, of course. Now, I'm letting way too many people go by. Quests or not, I am letting too many people go by. Because I kind of want to do trades and stuff. Oh, I just saw something, so I did. Here we go. See, this tree's got a beehive in it. And that's kind of a nice thing. Good. There we are. I'm going to take all of it. Okay. Now, something you do want to build fairly quickly, or fairly soon on, just to kind of get things going, is some kind of building, which is this one down here. Now, currently, I have, with my current planks, I could do a small log cabin. The problem with this is, although I can put things in it, like a furnace, etc., I can't make any sort of business out of it, etc. But it will show you the basic things of how these work. So I'm going to put up, just for the heck of it, a very small little log cabin. Oop, I didn't want to start there in particular. There. Alright, now if I click build, and it tells you what you require to build what you're going to build. Okay, there we go. And I'd like the door there. Although this doesn't actually have a door. So, yeah. Alright, so now we have this little building. And if I put something in there, see, I just went inside it. But I kind of want to talk to these people. There's their little cabin. Hey. No, ignore. Hey. Like I said, if you're lucky enough to click right on them, they'll stop. Otherwise, you end up chasing them all the way up the block. Offer job. No, sorry. I thought you were actually someone I liked. Okay, we need to produce stones and what? Some planks. That will give us an oven. Alright. And wood-fired oven. Step up from a fireplace. Allow you to cook. Okay. So that's not really the one I want. Let's try... is that the same oven? Yeah, stone oven. Let's click that out of there. Put that in. Stone oven. Okay, how do I get my furnace? I want the furnace. Maybe... no, I know it's stones. Wooden planks, maybe? How do I get my furnace? Keeps giving me the same... oh, logs? And stone? No. Not gonna go for that, are ya? Coal? Ah, there we are, a furnace. Thank you. Yes, please, I'll have one of those. Now, this we're gonna place. We tell him to come in here. We're gonna place it right here. Alright. Now, this acts as another crafting thing. If we walk up to it, you can see we've now got this. Now, I don't have any iron or anything to throw in it at the moment, but we do now have that ready to go. So, how is our crop of apples? Nothing yet. Okie dokie. We should probably come back out here and start clearing some more of this away, because our first quest was to get some crops. Now this does, of course, once you get past this initial sort of, well, like you do with any sort of crafting game, your initial, you know, push to get the resources. Oh, excuse me. The depth of the game really starts to come out. Ooh. like at some point I will pretty much be hiring all of these people that come wandering by for one thing or another. There's also fishing. If I craft a fishing rod, any body of water, I can stand on the shore and fish. And of course those are both sellable and edible. What's this person got to say? Trade. Alright, now we're talking. So now I'd want to give them something that I have and see what they'll give me for it. Because what I really would like is some iron. Coal. Which is not to say she actually... Oh, she does sell. But I don't have enough money. I have 5 coal. That's the only thing she will buy from me. So, not good. If I had food on me, they always buy food. Unfortunately, as our first quest is asking us to get food, I'm kind of reluctant to just sell the little bit we've managed to come up with so far. But I also see directly ahead of us there we go. Nice. We just got ourselves, I think, some blueberries. What would this one be? Okay, cotton. And some more blueberries. Lovely. I don't think... I see there's some grapes back here, but boy oh boy. Yeah. That's telling us if a little red X comes up, it tells you can't get there without clearing something. And then of course you gotta sort of figure out which ones it is it wants you to clear. Alright. Now, as our apples are taking such a lovely long time, let's have a look at our inventory. See what we've got. These lovely berries. Let's plant some. Alright, that will do. And cotton. Alright, you see by planting a certain number of crops, they've decided they like us better. A little bit of wheat. Beautiful. And our town has been upgraded. Now again, I don't have a farmer, so I'm going to have to make sure that when these come ripe, I do harvest them. Otherwise they'll rot and you'll lose them. Alright, but this will speed us towards our 25 crops, seeing there's not a lot of food just laying around. How about you? Do you trade? See? Berries. But I've only got one. So, I mean, yeah, I will sell it. Right. Oh, 2 of 6. How many do I have? Oh, 6. Sell. There we go. I now have... Wahoo. 6-hole copper. Yeah. It's, yeah, you can go away now. Thanks. I think what I want to do, even though it's not on my farmland, I do want to be able to get at the rest of these resources at some point. Ooh. I think I just got a whole bunch of iron. That is really nice. Really nice, and that would be a heck of a bonus if that's what that was. Ooh, looks like we got a bunch of coal in this one. Alright. And he will find a path back out. There we go. Lovely. And I see our apples are now ready. And I like having orchards set up like this, because then you don't get trapped behind things trying to get at your crops. Oops. That doesn't matter. Now let's go throw some of these in here. Oh, actually no, he wanted us to sell 25 crops, not to have 25. We have to actually sell these. See, usually that would have come up that way. Now, let's get him to come back in here. Oh, good timing. You red-headed boy. Will you trade, or are you just for hire? Oh, I'm glad I came down here. Oh well. Even if it's not to see you, because we now have grapes. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, I think for our grapes, I will put those down. You have sort of a limited placement range. There we go. That I like. And the rest we'll sell to anyone that happens to wander by that might be keen on them. We know you're not, so I'm going to go back in here and carry on with what I was doing. Which in this case is... that was iron. Lovely. In fact, we found quite a bit of it. So I want to make some iron hoops, a long rod, a short rod, and a bunch of iron bits. Okay. And then, ha! I want to talk to you, please. Oh, I didn't click you. Trade, yes, that's what I wanted to see. So, we will sell, no, not our coal, but we'll sell all of our extra apples. If you hold the button in, it'll automatically start tripping up. And, no, not our iron tool bits, but I will sell you those. But I want, oh, you don't have a bed or a fishing pole? Or I just can't afford it. How about I sell them to you? Excellent, that's our quest has just been met. So now we've got enough money. We can buy a fishing pole. And what else? And candles, no. Canary eggs, not really. I think that's all this person's got that I want. So we are going to buy that. Excellent. Oh, and a quest. We would like discovered some farmer. Interesting effects berries have when prepared a certain way. I'll take 50 berries at a premium price. Okay. Quest accepted for science. Oh, from the stockpile. So what we want to do now is anytime we get berries, we want to make sure we put them in our stockpile. Voila. And we just happened to plant a whole whack of them right along there, so that's kind of convenient. You can see the rest of our crops are starting to come in. Anyone with a pan on their head, they are a major trader. And never let them go without talking to them. Because what I really, really want is something they'll always have. And this is the first time they're just going to make a liar out of me. Wow. I've never run into a trader before that didn't have a bed. Okay. Well, quite frankly, you're not getting any of the stuff I have, so bye-bye. Bye-bye. There you are, bye-bye. Yeah. So, but anyway, guys, I think that's really going to cover our first look at this. As I say, it gets quite complex because you're going to need to, you know, manage an entire town, not only building it piece by piece, but also, okay, we have 26 copper now, but also managing all of the people that are going to do things for you. Because right now, sure, I can go and pick these few crops and trees and such that we have, and you know, when a quest comes up, I got lots of time to go and knock trees down. But you've also got to build other buildings, and there's certain stipulations, like you can't hire someone to work your farm unless you build fences all the way around your farm. You can't set up a business in a building unless, one, it's the right type of building, i.e. not one of what we've already built, but from here down. Okay. And for this one, you need to build a door. And recipes aren't exactly coming out of thin air here. But for any of you that get the game and get stuck on this point, I'll show you how you do this. First of all, I'm going to get myself some planks, because we've got very little, and I'm going to get myself some wood poles. Alright, that should do it. Now, I'm going to craft up, I need, I believe, a stick. That's it. Click. Thank you. And 2 of those. And then, let's get rid of that. And we will put this in there. Oh, I wonder if you can do this in a single crafter. Yeah, you can. And a door. So you gotta turn sticks into doorknobs and then add sticks and planks, and you get a door. That's very important because nothing in your working, see now these have numbers, i.e. I can now build, you need 12 planks per square. I've got enough to build 3 squares. That's not enough to build a square building. You can have at least 4, but there you go, right? So yeah, next time around, if there is a next time, let me know in the comments. Oh, here we go. I think we got some crops ready. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this. Like I say, it does get considerably more in depth. Now, I was going to just start a game where I've already gotten quite a ways through, but I thought you guys might like to see that, you know. There we go. And once you plant a crop, you can actually harvest it. You don't have to... you know, you're not going to wreck it, pull it out of the ground, and have to start from scratch. And your farmers will do exactly the same thing. Okay, I got to know this time if she's got a bed. Ah, I can't click on her until she's out of there. There we go. So you can end up chasing them a long way. Do you have a bed this time? You do, but I can't afford it. Okay. I'll sell you all my berries. No? Oh, come on, lady. Do I have enough for a bed? Ooh, I do, just. Yes. Click. No, I don't. Aw. You suck. Oh, no, I don't. I've only got 50. Bye. She's got 7 gold. Yeah. Oh well, I need more money. But you want to buy a bed so that when you do make a building, the only way you can keep a worker, like when you first get a worker, they'll build a little hovel. But if you want to set up a business in a building, it's got to have a bed because the business owner will sleep in the building. So yeah, at this point it pays me to pretty much sell anything I can crop out on, which I will do. And like I said, well, beginning of the game, yeah, you're going to really want to be... Oh, I thought this stuff was ready, but it's not, apparently. Nope. Okay. Yeah, beginning of the game, you're going to want to sell pretty much everything you get your hands on. And you don't want to spread your field crops out too much, because when you decide you want to have somebody else harvest them, you got to slap a fence around it. Fencing is not cheap, because if we look at what it takes, like I've got enough right now for only 3 squares of fencing. So I could fence 3 squares. Right, so yeah, that's not exactly a farm. The reason for it is, it takes iron bits. Yeah, 2 per square, and then 3 sticks per square. Right, so again, iron is a not exactly common resource, although you can build a mine eventually. If we look over here, is it this one? Oh, that's a windmill. There we go, a mine shaft. You can put that over one of those big stone quarries and do it that way. Do I have enough to build a fire pit? Because I'd really kind of like to. Can't build it there. Is there a reason I can't build it there? No. Just can't build one in general. Alright. Oh, it says I can't. Why? Oh, 4 sticks and 2 stones. I probably don't have enough sticks. But yeah, there's mine shafts. There's a few other things, right, that you will end up building in the town, as well as all of the different businesses. But anyway, as I say, I think that's going to be a pretty good first look. I'm going to grab this person. Do you trade? You don't. Goodbye. That's been a good first look. As I say, if you want to see more, I'm kind of thinking of doing a series, because I'm really quite interested in the game. It seems like something that's, like I said, a little bit different from the average sort of city builder for sure, and also different from your standard sort of crafting survival game, because instead of being crafting crossed with survival, it's crafting crossed with city building. So, till next time, guys, please hit the like button. It helps my channel out a ton. Well, if you think I deserve a like, of course. If not, hey, that's fine. Hit the don't like too. And lots of comments. Love the comments. Love to chat with you guys. Always try to respond. All of that happiness. But most importantly, take care of each other, folks. This has been Species 7. We have been having a look at TownCraft. Ciao for now.